Forget death by chocolate, you guys. These healthy, high-protein desserts will give you life by chocolate. Whoever said that desserts can't be healthy has clearly never tried one of my desserts. So next time you get a craving for some sort of sweet treat, try out one of my healthy, high-protein red lentil brownies, Black Forest Bliss Balls, or maybe a delicious chocolate chia mousse. All the recipes in this video are at least 11 grams of protein per serving or higher, and I make tons of other healthy, high-protein, vegan, and gluten-free desserts on this channel all the time, so if that sounds like your jam, make sure you subscribe below, and let's get right into these delicious chocolate recipes. Okay, y'all, these Black Forest Bliss Balls are legitimately so flippin' good. They actually taste like a Black Forest cake in a tiny little bite-sized ball, and they are so good. Not only that, they are honestly quick to make. They're so convenient as a little afternoon or morning snack, or they even make a nice supplement to like a quick on-the-go breakfast. And what is probably my absolute favorite part of these Bliss Balls is that they are made predominantly with black beans. And I'm telling you, it's completely undetectable. They don't taste like beans at all. I have tried them on so many other people and they had no idea they're made with black beans. So a great way to get some sneaky legumes into your diet, and it's something that the whole family, including kids, will love. So let's get right into this recipe. So for this recipe, you are going to need a food processor, and we're going to start by adding a can of black beans that have been drained and rinsed, plus 1 cup of frozen cherries that have been thawed, or you can use fresh, plus 3 tablespoons of maple syrup for a little bit of added sweetness, and just to help things stick and for extra flavor and nutrition, some prunes or dates. Now, of course, it's gotta be chocolatey, so we're gonna add half a cup of cocoa powder. I highly recommend you sift it to get rid of any weird lumps, because nobody likes that. Now, to help things stick together and to add a little extra fiber and nutrition, we're gonna add some oat flour and some almond flour, and then for some more flavor, we're going to add some vanilla extract and some cinnamon. Lastly, add a pinch of salt to help bring out all the flavors, and now just seal the food processor with the lid, and we're going to blend it on high speed until it reaches a nice smooth and creamy texture, sort of like this. Oh my lord, does that not look absolutely delicious? You could totally eat that by the spoonful. Now you're going to have half a cup of cherries that you have reserved and chopped up a bit, and then you're just going to add that to the mixture and stir it in so we have some nice delicious chunks of cherries just like you would have in a Black Forest cake. Now this next step is optional but highly recommended. We're going to grate up or microplane some dark chocolate chunks until you have a nice fine powder, and then you're just going to simply roll out the balls into about 2 tablespoon size dollops in the shredded chocolate, and they're going to turn out looking something like this. It just adds another layer of flavor that is so good, and they are like just these scrumptious little chocolate covered balls of Black Forest goodness. The chunks of cherries are, oh my gosh, amazing. Now just when you thought it couldn't get any better, it does, because you can use this stuff as a spread on toast, and oh my gosh, this is such an amazing hack, because if you're feeling a little bit too lazy to roll them out into balls, it makes as a delicious little spread on toast or a dip with fruit. Everybody loves brownies, but we all know that traditionally, brownies would not typically be considered a health food. Fair enough, but I'm telling you, if you try making them with red lentils and sweet potatoes, not only do you have a delicious, moist, and cakey little treat that tastes so flipping good. They're really high in protein, high in fiber, low in fat, and they are just so delicious. And they're actually surprisingly filling. I may have had one of these for breakfast in the not too recent past, and I'm telling you, it was game changing. So good. So next time you're craving a really sugary, unhealthy, high fat, high calorie brownie, make one of these instead. Oh, the things that we can do with the humble lentil. Seriously, what can we not do with legumes, you guys? Can someone tell me? I am basically transforming my sweet potato brownie recipe, which is already up on the channel and my blog, and we're making them high protein sweet potato brownies with lentils, because we love lentils. We're gonna take all those delicious and healthy ingredients, we're gonna pop them into a food processor. Start by blending it up until it's mostly processed, you know, just mostly. And then I actually forgot to add the plant milk in before in the first processing, so I added it here. And then we're gonna add some cocoa powder, some spices like cinnamon, salt, baking powder, baking soda, and our oat flour and a flax egg. All super healthy, nutritious, whole food ingredients, which we love. Now, we're gonna be a little bit naughty here. We're gonna add some semi-sweet chocolate chips, because what is a brownie without a few chocolate chips? Transfer that delicious batter into a lined baking tray, and we're going to pop that in the oven. We're gonna let it bake up until it is nice and golden and crisped around the edges, about 40 minutes, and it's gonna come out looking something like this. Now, yes, it fluffed up. It got a little bit cakey looking, and that's okay. You know, we like a cakey brownie around here. And then we gotta have a little healthy glaze on top. So we're gonna make a quick one out of cocoa powder, plant milk, and some liquid sweetener. Drizzle that over top until it looks like this, you guys. And oh my gosh, does this not look totally delicious, totally epic? Not gonna lie, it kind of looks like a cake. It definitely looks like a cake, but that's okay. We can call it a cake, we can call it a brownie, you can call it whatever the heck you feel like. All I know is that whatever I'm holding in my hands, it looks absolutely bonkers delicious. Chocolate mousse is one of those desserts that feels so fancy. I don't know why that is, but doesn't it just feel like so bougie when you have a little cup of chocolate mousse? Well, lucky for you, chia chocolate mousse takes like 5 minutes to make with only a very small handful of ingredients that you likely already have in your fridge and pantry. They are so delicious and they're surprisingly filling. They have tons of fiber, tons of protein, and they're so delicious. You can't even detect that there's chia seeds in them because we're gonna blend them all together instead of having the chia seeds added separately like you would for a chia pudding. So if you've never tried blending your chia seeds, this is the recipe to try it out in. It is so good, makes for a delicious dessert, an awesome little afternoon snack, or even makes a really filling and nutritious breakfast. Okay, you guys, for this recipe, you will need a high-speed blender. And then you're going to add 1 block of silken tofu to the blender, plus a couple tablespoons of cocoa powder. And then for some added protein and nutrients, we are going to add 1 scoop of either a mocha or a chocolate-flavored protein powder. I am using a mocha-flavored protein powder here. And then, of course, we're going to add some chia seeds and a liquid sweetener like date syrup or maple syrup, plus some vanilla extract for a little bit of extra flavor. And then you're simply just going to blend it up on high speed until it looks something like this. It is seriously a 5-minute recipe that turns out great every time. You just have to let the mousse thicken in the fridge for about 20 minutes and it is good to go. Enjoy, you guys. Quick tip for you guys is to make sure you choose a really good protein powder when you're making the chocolate mousse recipe. It can really make or break your recipe, and it's important that you guys have one that's just really good, really creamy, and doesn't taste like crap. I have my favorite protein powder down below for you guys in the description. I also have an exclusive code to help you save a few bucks on your first order, so definitely check it out if you're interested. If 2024 is the year of healthy, high protein recipes for you, make sure that you subscribe below because I'm posting tons of healthy, vegan, gluten-free, healthy, high-protein recipes on the channel all the time. Don't want you to miss out on anything that could be helpful for you in your healthy eating journey. Thanks so much for watching. Give this video a like, and I'll see you in another video. And watch this one next. Bye!